Welcome to the August 21st, 2025 live stream.
It
We're
seems
going to
like something happened on the 21st. I don't know what it was, but I don't know what it is. We're going to
like
watch part 2 of McCurdy.
what do you mean?
I don't know. But it just seems like it's a date that I'm like, oh, that's something happened. Not sure what though.
Oh,
Seems like something. Oh my gosh. I hear myself talk. Okay. I'm just sharing. Sharing is Karen.
oh yeah, let me go do that too.
Oh, autocorrect almost got me. It almost put cube watch. Oh, I should have put the little music on. Let's see.
Is it showing that I'm live on YouTube?
On YouTube, yeah, I'm sharing your YouTube now.
I hate when I go in and it doesn't show it. Wayne says, I didn't finish watching the Ohio hearing, but some of those people were on fire. Dr. Heidi did that shit. Yes, she did.
Dr. Heidi almost had me crying in the car driving. Like, I was pulling on the heartstrings. I mean, you know what, though? I mean, that is the biggest thing is like when the Kratom advocates get up there, you can feel their
Yeah.
testimony. You know, I mean, you can feel it. It's changed their lives. We're not just getting up there and spouting off facts or whatever.
All the pro Kratom people killed it last night.
Yeah. Yeah, this is pretty chill.
Oh, the music?
Yeah. Okay. It keeps on wanting to autocorrect com to cube.
But yeah, last night was my first time hosting that, so I got my wheels wet.
Yeah, you did good.
I popped my hosting cherry.
Yeah, you did.
So, you know, y'all know when legislation season pops off starting in January, you know, we will be live streaming more of actual real time, Kratom stuff happening in real time so that everybody can see what it's like to go and testify, what we hear, what we see, what we witness.
Yeah, it's important to see that kind of stuff, you know, and it's important to see the impact that people coming in and speaking, like it impacts a lot. That's what changes a lot of people's minds in these hearings.
Yeah.
Because they actually see that it's, you know, helping people and it's like real people. It's not just people sending emails or, you know, fucking writing a letter, even though nobody writes letters anymore.
I know. Oh, let me clear the air too. So the reason why the AKA and GKC is not why Toledo, Ohio is trying to ban Kratom and recommending it that the Ohio Board of Pharmacy Schedule 1 Kratom. They are not the reasons why. It was a KDA mom who sent that councilman a freaking email about her son dying from, Kratom. And she doesn't even live in Ohio.
Yeah.
So whoever's spouting that bullshit off is not paying attention to Kratom advocacy.
Unfortunately, that happens a lot.
Mm-hmm.
In the local communities.
Like if you took freaking 2 seconds to go watch the news stories flash on the screen the email screenshot.
don't know why I cannot see your live on Instagram.
I don't know why either.
But I mean, you're obviously live. And people are commenting.
Let me see if anybody's commenting right now. Oh, I just had to hit the go live button, but I don't know if it went live automatically when you hit live. This is also new territory for me, y'all.
Yeah.
Oh, I can see myself live on Instagram now.
You can.
Yeah. I don't know if that happened last night. That's pretty cool. But I don't know why, when people comment on the Instagram live, it doesn't show up on the restream, as a whole.
Yeah, I don't know why it doesn't either. Which, by the way. Dr. Heidi did that shit. Yeah, she did.
She sure did.
Oh, I got my new shirt on, everyone. This is
Yeah,
from
buddy.
Misty's merch. Is it backwards?
Yeah.
Ah, fuck. I hate how-
Why would that happen on a... I don't know.
I mean, I know it always is on the phone, but I don't know why it does it on this. I don't know about this restream. I keep on saying that. I know we're not really sold on the restream.
Yeah. The whole reason why we used Restream was because it allowed us to stream to TikTok, but now we can't even get it on TikTok anymore. We can't stream there.
Apparently, TikTok doesn't like third-party apps. And I have a MacBook, so I can't use the studio.
And then I'm like, well, damn it.
Hey, I see you now.
Oh, I probably because I had to hit that go live button. I don't know what it's like to host a StreamYard. So,
Yeah.
I don't know.
All right. I need to, oh, almost, okay. All right, let's bring up the McCurdy.
I like how our little blocks are covering the... Like, I'm Dr. McCurdy right now.
Yeah, you are.
And poor you, Andrew.
I'm not very partial to... Oh, Andrew.
Oh, no.
That's okay. At least he had McCurdy on.
Mm-hmm. Took him a while.
Yeah. I'm sure he's a nice fellow. Surely. I don't know. All right, let's see. Yeah. Okay. Let's go. Guess I need to press start.
Is a science/health podcast without getting too far down in the weeds.
Reach future fans, A&Rs, and
right off the bat.
Dude,
A number
you
of
know
people
what,
here.
though? I'm sorry. When I leave, it's going to have to play out the freaking ads.
Just stop the live before you have to leave. I don't want to do. I don't want to go through that.
Yeah. That sucks, though.
She can only be live for a little bit because she's gonna have to go pick up her son from school.
Yeah, my husband has a meeting thing to do, so I have to. But I didn't think about that, though. The freaking ads.
Yeah, it's all right though. You can just
Okay,
stop
it's got
the
a
live
night.
before you leave.
We got like 20 minutes.
Okay.
Okay, that probably have vague or clear memories of chemistry
Craig.
class, but
Hi,
the
Craig.
fact that you have this nitrogen,
Right.
and you have cells that have proteins. It for the non-chemist, could you explain how the nitrogen allows that molecule to do something? Does it bind with more affinity? Does it change the gene expression? What is it about having a nitrogen that really changes the properties of a molecule?
Yeah, so there's a couple of important pieces here. Nitrogen is a element that can act as a base. So it can, in a technical term, can accept a proton. So it can also develop a charge. Charges are important because if you think about magnets, right? We have a positive charge magnet face and a negative charge magnet face. And those two things will attract each other. You can set them on a table and they'll find each other, right? Depending on how strong or close they are to each other. That's a very similar thing that happens between nitrogen that can gain a positive charge in our body and say a carboxylic acid or a negative charge that would be present on a protein. And so that nitrogen being charged, I always call it, when I teach my pharmacy students, it's almost like a tractor beam. That molecule's floating around and it's trying to find that negative charge to interact with. And when it finds the right one in the right space and the right fit, boom, it's into that protein and it causes whatever it's going to cause, whether it activates that protein or whether it blocks that protein from doing its function. It is a key element of life. All our amino acids, amino is nitrogen. All of our amino acids, our building blocks of life, have that nitrogen and they have the acid part to it. So they have a positive and a negative charge by nature. And that's what makes up all of our proteins. And so the proteins can have positive charges from the nitrogens and they can have negative charges from the acids. And what we generally see with plant materials is they have alkaloids within those plants. And those alkaloids have helped define really our chemical neurotransmitter systems. Nicotine, perfect example. It's an alkaloid. We have an entire acetylcholinergic nervous system, which is the exclusive nervous system in insects. But nicotine binds to nicotinic acetylcholinergic receptors. That whole system was defined by nicotine.
Right, and people, just to take a step back, what Dr. McCurdy is explaining is that there are receptors throughout the brain and body that are responsible for everything from muscle movement and contraction to your ability to focus, to your memory, neuroplasticity, that are so-called nicotinic acetylcholine receptors. They didn't evolve because we thought that people would take nicotine. It just so happens that this plant, that tobacco plant that contains nicotine, was used as a experimental probe to understand where these nicotinic receptors are in the body. So this reflects the fact that humans have been nibbling on plants and seeing what happens for a long time.
And where are you at?
There's a explicative version of this, which is F around and find out kind of experimentation. But this is really what old world primates, including humans, have been doing for a long time, and then just seeing whether or not your buddy that ate the plant died, got energized,
is the screen glitching on y'all?
mated, fought,
it looks like it's slow motion
slept,
on my end.
Right.
And I mean, this is kind of still what we're doing. It's just that we do this now with lab coats on.
Right. And in many ways. And you're 100% right? There's the old joke, there's two types of mushroom hunters, the good ones and dead ones, right?
Good joke, because it's going to keep a lot of people safe.
Yeah. And I mean, that's the point. And in fact, I've done a lot of work with ethnobotanists and ethnopharmacologists and somewhat M1 myself, being in that
screen looks like
work
it's
we've
glitching.
been doing and actually going into the, native places to learn more about it, which is what ethnobotanists or ethnopharmacologists would be doing. And
Well, now we're doing it.
we have
It's like when you left,
a lot
it
to
was
learn from the
slow
things that have
motion.
existed on this earth for a long time.
Hey,
Many
Renee.
of those are
So
animals.
she- yeah.
Animals were
Hey,
probably
Renee.
the first pharmacists and the first physicians because they learned which plants to utilize when they were ill or sick, and they used which plants to avoid to stay alive. So they learned these things long before humans were capable of looking at and understanding what the animals were doing and then mimicking the animals, right? And then this is sort of how modern medicine started to develop, was all by observational, all by anecdotal. Hey, that looks interesting, right?
Renee, does it
this
look
is
okay now?
happening.
And you still do this now in your laboratory.
Yeah.
We study animals and we advance to human clinical trials.
That's right.
animals have a certain advantage in this regard because they don't subject themselves to the placebo effect, as far as we know.
Correct.
And in addition to that,
girl is glitching.
animals,
Is it?
most animals, including insects, but many non-human
I hate
mammals,
how it does
have a much
that,
more
like-
powerful sense of smell.
Maybe pause it and then start it back because it looks it looks like a 1980s video game.
Hold on. I'm gonna try something real quick.
It's like moving in pixels or something like that. I don't know how to explain it, but
Okay, let's see. Let me see something. Ad free on most videos. Okay.
what?
Let's see. I just did like the ad free on most videos. It
Did you
says
have to pay for
30
that?
days. No, it says for 30 days. So if it's good and I like it.
Oh, okay.
So let's see. I'm
Well,
just
sounds like either addictive or
ooh, that's like that's way far behind, ain't it? Or is it?
What?
I think we were like 40 something minutes into it. Yep. Oh, you can't see it.
Yeah,
Yeah, you can.
I mean, I can see it, but I can't see it.
Oh, shit. Oh, let's see. Hold on. Let me make sure. It says premium, right?
Yeah.
So hopefully that means I can keep it going while I go get my son without ads, hopefully.
Hopefully, but it was the glitching. It was like
Yeah, that's
virtue of
what I
the
was
way it
just sitting there
smells.
like,
But animals
now it's
are very
glitching.
good at seeking out plants that have estrogen or testosterone in them, just by virtue of their ability
Their
to smell
ability to
those
smell.
compounds very,
Yeah.
very sensitively.
And you take it a little step further, it's also the taste part that's involved. I had my original mentor, he's gone now. One of my original mentors, he actually would come into the lab, was so old school that he would dip his finger into whatever I made and taste it and say, "Yep, you got your product."
I knew
And
that was
like,
coming.
yeah,
Because I knew one of these older, he was a neuroanatomist, and I can't believe that these guys did
These
this.
guys did it.
He's dead now by way of age, but he was a member of the National Academy and everything. That we had a shipment of, please do not do this, of non-human primate and human brain tissue being shipped in for his brain bank. Friends of mine will know who this is. And he opened up the jar that it was shipped in. It was in liquid. And he took off his glove, which itself is crazy, dipped 2 fingers in, and he goes, 30% sucrose. But this could have prions in it. Now, it was fixed also, being paraformaldehyde.
Yeah, exactly.
No regard whatsoever. Rescrewed it, put it on the shelf, and then people got to work. And it was obviously a demonstration. This was kind of bravado in laboratories too, self-experimentation, terrible habits. But it was not uncommon. I mean, this is the way chemistry was done.
One of my great mentors, and I'll spare him sharing his name, but his master's thesis was making analogs of methylphenidate, which is Ritalin. And so Ritalin is a methyl ester. So it's a carboxylic acid that has one carbon attached to where the acid part is. So this makes what we call an ester. And if you extend the carbon chain of an ester, you can, 1, increase how it is absorbed in the body, and 2, you can potentially increase how long it lasts in the body. And so his whole project was making from the methyl, now we take 2 carbons, which is ethyl, and we take 3 carbons, which is propyl. We branch those carbons to make isopropyl or whatnot. And he would try each one of the compounds that he made himself to see if pharmacokinetically and pharmacodynamically it's improved on methylphenidate. Well, guess what's still on the market today? Methylphenidate. So that ought to tell you the result of his work. But when he told me those stories, it just...
So what do you want me to keep it playing?
Do you gotta leave now to go get your son?
Yeah.
Yeah, we gotta just redo this because I don't know if it's the Wi-Fi or something.
Is it messed up? Okay.
It seems like it's starting to catch up, and then it starts again, and then it's just freaking
Maybe it just ain't
pixelated.
our day to freaking stream, dude.
Yeah, because you got to go get your son when you normally didn't have to.
Yeah. All right. Well, I guess we'll catch up on the McCurdy interview next time then.
Yeah, we'll redo the part 2.
All right. Bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.